Pickle, let's go to the hotline, and let's bring in the head coach of the undefeated 4-0 Little River Academy Bumblebees. We are joined by Coach Chris Lancaster. Coach, how are you?
I'm outstanding. How are you today?
I'm excellent. How are things in beautiful Central Texas?
Well, right now, a little rainy. Hope it blows out of here so we can get some good practice in this afternoon. But other than that, everything's good.
Well, you guys are off to an unbelievable start here in your first year. 4-0 out of the gates, feeling pretty good after your big win over Lago Vista. You're in your first year there at Academy, and I'm interested, after such a strange offseason and after not being able to practice as much as you want, not being able to be together with your guys as much as you want, what do you think has been the key for you guys to come out of the gate so hot, off to a 4-0 start, already doubling your win total from last year?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. Number one, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We got some talented athletes on our ball club. We've got some playmakers. And number two, I think we've got a good coaching staff, meaning not only just good coaches, but good teachers. And they're good men, and I'm very excited about the staff we were able to put together. And then number three, I think just the hungriness. The kids were just yearning for something to look forward to get to play. And they've been really excited about things that we've been doing, and they're buying into our philosophy and everything we're trying to sell them. And it's been a fun ride so far.
You guys, one of the big things I think has really stood out, at least through your first couple of weeks, has been the defense. You guys start off the year with a 20-15 win over Rogers. Then you pitched you hold Clifton at 10 in the back-to-back shutouts over Groesbeck in Lago Vista. Did you have a feeling coming into the season that this was going to be a defense-first squad? Because I'll be honest, it sure looks like you guys are right now.
Really didn't know exactly what our blueprint or our snapshot was going to be until that first ball game. And we faced a lot of adversity against Rogers, and our kids just hung in there, and it was real tough and bend, don't break kind of mentality. But I tell you what has been helping us is in our last 4 games, we have forced 15 turnovers, 7 fumbles, and 8 interceptions. And so that's what we're living on right now, and our kids are just doing a great job. And again, it starts with our coaching staff. Our defense coordinator, Eddie Dubry, and his staff has done one heck of a job. And the kids are, again, just buying in. And again, we're trying to bend but don't break and keep everything in front of us. And it's just been fun to watch. So.
We're talking Chris Lancaster, the head coach of the Little River Academy Bumblebees here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation at hashtag TF Today. Coach, I mentioned that you took over a program that went in 2-9 last year. They haven't won more than 4 games since 2015. Yet you're off to this 4-0 start. Can you sense the confidence growing in that locker room? Can you sense that these guys are like, okay, like that hard work, like it's finally paying off? Because I know, look, I think it's easy for coaches to, whenever you're winning a lot, to be like, just keep doing that. But sometimes it's harder to turn that tide. Do you sense the feeling in the locker room that these guys are starting to believe a little bit?
Oh, no doubt. But we're still making too many mistakes. We are. So one of the hardest jobs right now is you don't want to take the wins away from them. Definitely don't want to take the excitement away from them. But at the same token, we got to clean up a lot of mistakes. I don't think we've played our best ball game yet, and I know for offensively we have not, and we can also improve in the special teams. And there's some things that we got to improve in defensively. But again, I'm not going to take away the excitement that is developing in there, the confidence. What we got to do is we got to bear down and focus and clean up a lot of things to become a better ball club. Because as we all know, this is going to be a tough district run right now. We start with Lorena this week, and our district, you got Troy, who won it last year. You got Cameron, Rockdale, Lorena coming down from 4A into 3A. And then you got Caldwell, and then ourselves and McGregor, who's right there outside of Waco. So it's a tough district, and it's going to have to roll our sleeves up and get to work.
You mentioned Troy. That's where your most recent stop. You were the offensive coordinator for the Trojans last year. You make the move over to Academy to become their head coach. We've heard people talk about why you're such a good fit for this program and why it's the right kind of move for them. But I want to kind of take that question and flip it on you. Why was Academy the right move for Chris Lancaster?
Well, there's a combination of things. Number one, I had been a head coach before, and I was there at Troy for 6 years and really enjoyed my years there. Coach Porter, Ronnie Porter and I are really good friends and worked very well together. But I don't know, I kind of was itching to become the head coach again. And then the opportunity presented itself down here. I got several buddies down here, number one being the athletic director, Jared Hunt, who just I can't say enough about, and the new superintendent here, and I just kind of felt this was a right fit for myself and my family, and with the opportunity to bring a couple of guys with me, I don't know, just the opportunity to be a head coach again, and you want to jump back in the water and see the things that you're preaching or what you're about, your philosophies, if it's going to work again, and so right now, everything's good, but I know there's going to be a big bully out there somewhere, and we're going to have to learn to roll our sleeves up and get tough. But it was just a great opportunity for me and to be down here with this community.
Well, and you mentioned the district play. It's right. You guys are 4-0, but you are heading headlong into one of the toughest districts in the state, and it starts Friday night, 7:30 p.m. at Leopard Stadium rather, in Lorena, as you guys take on the Leopards of Lorena. And I know you're already working on your game plan. I'm not going to ask you to give that away here on the air, but when you take a look at what you guys are up against on Friday night, what do you see from Lorena?
Well, number one, Ray Biles is number one, a first-class man. I've known Ray for years, and I'm not from the Waco area, but I've coached in that area for years at the college level and the local high school level. But I've known Ray for years, and I know what kind of character he has and what he instills in his team. And then you look at the whole community itself, well supported. And these kids are hard-nosed. They do a great job, not only in season but off season. They have a lot of the resources, a lot of 7-on-7, a lot of commitment to the weight room, things of that nature. You just see a good program on film, and I have been able to play them at Troy. We've played them in the past, so I know a little bit about their mentality and things of that nature. So it's going, like you said, it's going to be it's going to be a tough one, I think.
Finally, Coach Chris Lancaster of Little River Academy. Coach, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that you are a guy who's got a little bit of playing experience yourself. You were the starting fullback for Clemson back in the mid-'80s. And so I have to ask you, what do we think about our Tigers this year? Are we feeling, obviously you got Trevor Lawrence back. Things are trending up.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Clemson this year?
I feel good about them, but again, in this business, I can't focus on them. It's hard. I was able to watch about 3 quarters worth this past week, this past Saturday. Again, Coach Sweeney and his staff, I've got several great friends on that staff, and the blueprint that he has done, and what I really appreciate about Coach Sweeney, and I think a lot of coaches should follow suit, I know I am, is he's putting the fun back in football. And he's putting family, he's putting faith, he's putting the things, he's taking, yes, it is corporate, but yes, football is a grind, but you can also make it fun for the kids. And I think in today's age, that's very important in these young people's lives. And I've really appreciated what Dabo and his staff have been able to do. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it takes athletes, but they've been able to get the athletes, they've been able to have the resources, to have the facilities, and they are in the top 5 of the nation, I would dare say right now, and a little bit different from when I was there back in the 80s. We did have face masks and things of that nature, and we did use good old fullbacks back in the day. But anyway, I'm just very proud that I'm an alumni and very proud of what our school has been able to do.
Well, and we can all agree that we need more fullbacks in football, right?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
But,
no. Well,
it's hard.
We're on the same page there, Coach. We need more fullbacks like you.
I got
He's Chris Lancaster. He's the head coach of the 4-0 Little River Academy Bumblebees. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the fantastic start, and best of luck Friday night against Lorena.
Hey, thank you. And you know what? Y'all do a fantastic job of it for these kids. And just keep it up. We appreciate you, what you do, okay?
Thanks very much, Coach. Take care.
All right. Thank you.